Hi, for today's teardown, this side view or wing mirror from a Peugeot 308 car seems to be a pretty modern model. Maybe we will find the date code inside. So all electronic, as you can see, big connector here with 10 contacts. The screws here are for attaching the mirror itself to the car door, so they serve no purpose in the teardown here. Apart from this, I see clips here, but apparently if I undo them so far, this part will move this way, but it goes nowhere else, so it is not the way to proceed. And as you can see, no screws, nothing. So we have a built-in LED blinker light here. It may be interesting to play with it. And here we have some kind of set of 3 LEDs shining to the bottom. So I guess this might be infrared LEDs, maybe for the street road line detection system. You have an alarm when you cross a road line and you are not supposed to, something like this. We have moving motorized mirror, of course, with de-icing function, and probably the whole thing will put itself in a storage position when the car is locked. So we might have a motor for this purpose. So I did research a little bit on the web how to take this apart, and really there is not much information. Apparently it looks like, here I am, you have to move the mirror all the way inside. Without the power it is not really easy, and it should be good like so. And you have just to pry it off. So I will try not to break it, because you know what, broken mirror means 7 years of bad luck. And actually this mirror should be useful for a car of someone in my family who have same mirrors. I am not confident at all. Looks like, at least it is not broken, and it did lock back in position. Very interesting. Okay, it was easier than expected actually. I zoom a little bit, so we have the motors to adjust it here, and here one connector for the cold weather thing. Remove ice on the door on the mirror. So it seems to be a very hard connector. And you can see on the back of this mirror resistive tracks for heater element. Maybe actually I can try to power it and see if it is doing anything. Should be 12 volts requirement. You can see how it is clipped, just with a few small plastic clips, actually, nothing else. And it looks like I did not break any one of them. Here it seems there is space for something else which is not populated. Maybe some kind of, the dead angle in your mirror, maybe, so you have a function with a warning light that will turn on. So it is an option that is not fitted here. So I will try to power this and see if it is heating or not with 12 volts. Sorry, I have no thermal camera on hand. It is not easy to tell. does not seem to do anything. So what I will do, in fact this side mirror was removed from the car for some reason, probably. Excuse me, my mobile phone will never ring except when I make a video. So, how many ohms do we have? We have 12 ohms, seems pretty low, so it should hit. Or maybe it is some kind of positive temperature coefficient thing, and it will increase after initial heating, something like this. And you can see it is just glued onto a piece of plastic. ABS with a Peugeot logo here. All this might be the actual manufacturer of the part. Okay, so I keep this aside. It is a precious part, can be useful. Next we have the motor for the mirror. Actually two motors that will adjust. So I believe this is a very common piece. That will be, you will find the same one in a lot of different car models of any brand. Just 3 Torx screws to undo. And already I can see big clips here that will allow to pop the rear part of the mirror and probably access to the other components. Okay, pretty long Torx screws here. And we have one connector with safety clips. Actually, extremely hard safety clips. Pretty insane. Did not come at all. What can I use? Excuse me. Grab any tool. Try the pliers. Try not to break it because it may be useful also to keep this part as a spare part. Ready, this connector is not going anywhere. Okay, it is done. So we have a whole bunch of patent numbers. I will zoom in for you. Made in Holland by MCA. Top indicator here. Over patent spreading and just 2 little DC motors with gears on the longitudinal gears here that will adjust in 2 directions. Yes, they are at 90 degrees angle. And we have here maybe a dead code. It might be 2013, this thing. Actually, yes, because here we have a bold date stamp and it is 2012. So it is matching. Okay, so now next part is, I believe, to remove this gray piece. And I see 2 clips, so let's do it. It is quite insane how cars are mostly put apart, together with clips to save manufacturing costs, bill of materials also. Okay, it was pretty easy. Here is the information for you. Dead code here of 2012, September exactly. And the same Peugeot and probably plastic manufacturer logo. Okay, and here is what we have. So, obviously the main wire harness coming from the outside is, well, from the inside of the car more exactly, but is coming here, is split here for the blinker, 2 wires going to the bottom, and the others going to this part. So about this blinker, you can see it is attached with 2 torque screws, and it looks like I will first remove the torque screws and then we may try to power it up, because I see 2 wires, but we will have a better look if I undo this first, and if it is a working part, I may sell it on eBay, because someone may want it. I am not sure of the function of the other parts, but this at least. Okay, quite easy to undo. So it looks like we have a small circuit board inside here. It is sealed most probably for the water. 3 small LEDs here, surface mount, and this wall part is probably just some kind of a light pipe. I see a green and yellow wire here, so nothing obvious about the polarity. Let's check on the main connector. Yes, I have green and yellow, but I see also a black that is connected together with the yellow. So this might be the ground. So let me grab 12 volts and little pokey pins to go in the connector that I did prepare before the video. And yes, surely enough, look at this. We have a nice orange glow, but it looks like the video will show more red than orange. And actually, when it is in place in the side mirror, this part will be hidden and we will only see this part here. Quite interesting. Okay, so it is one working part at least. Good to know. I will now try to disconnect this little plastic clip here, and here we are. There is obviously a seal here for the water, and still Peugeot, it is written 13.5 volts or 0.82 watts. Seems quite a lot for just 3 LEDs, by the way. And always rated in ABS. No shortage of ABS here. Then what next? It is actually a very good question. I see more big plastic clips. So let's try them. Looks like not be very easy. I am not sure even which part will come off. Okay, maybe. Okay, like so. So all the difficulty here is to pry out of the way all the clips without having them going back in place. There is one small one here. And is it all? Yes. Okay, not too bad. Really, I was expecting more problems. So it is the next part. Little bit of dust inside, and here we see the main interesting area. So there is a connector here for the bottom light thing with orange and pink wires So can we do the same thing, or can we try to power this thing here? Orange and pink, yes. But this time I have no clue of the way I must connect them. So let me grab the multimeter and try to figure out. First in ohms function, nothing in this way, nothing here, then in a diode maybe. Overload. Overload, okay, so we will just apply 12 volts and see what happens. The worst thing that can happen is some smoke anyways, so it was easier than expected. Just a white light shining downwards. It is quite weird. I wonder what is the exact purpose of this. Yes, must be for the line, straight line monitoring system. Because no, the other drivers will not see it, so really it is for some navigational purpose, cruise help purpose. Okay, so and I know also that this part is working, which is good. May I, at the same time, you know what, try the little motors here. I will decrease the voltage here, just 5 volts. And try to poke, not sure. We have 3 contacts, so there is probably a common one, but let's try. It does nothing. I hear a little bit of noise. Let me reverse the power. Maybe we have a gearbox in here and really. I believe this one did move. This one here. Yes, extremely slowly. Okay, because you need a precise position of your mirror, maybe. So it seems to be doing something at least. I will try later to test the other motor and make sure this part is in working condition for possible resell. Okay, so now this part is almost loose, but not totally. I should be able to unclip the LED thing here. Yes, just like so. So I will be able to clean completely the parts also, which is good. Okay, little connector here. Again, very hard to undo. And here is the thing. This time no electronics, just the 3 LEDs in a watertight box. 3 white LEDs, okay. So we are left with this assembly. I see 2 more wires going in here, so this is all disconnected, but here I have 2 more wires, so yes, we must have some kind of a motor in here to fold the mirror, but how to take this apart? I see 3 threads here, 3 rear side of screws, which is not helping at all. Of course, no access panel at the bottom, nothing. And I already know this part will come last. But I see some kind of shape here maybe. Let me try something. If I find a tool to turn this, maybe it will unlock in some way. Oh. It did do something. For sure, it did do something. Yes, really, I can't complain with this thing. I was expecting a lot of problems to take it apart, but really, it is much easier than expected. Maybe the most difficult part will be to unroll this wire harness actually. Okay, so it was really easy. And we have 3 torque screws and probably access to some kind of motor. Some spider nest here. I hope they are dead. Some dead bug here also. So really I should be able to clean everything very nice and put this back together and sell it after testing all the components. So this is the folding motor, so let's do it again. For sure the folding motor is working. I believe it was more or less in this position. Okay, and here is the mechanism that I did release with the pliers. A little bit worn out already. Oh, I will zoom a little bit for you. Yes, just press and turn thing and it will lock in place. So I will try to undo this assembly to check what we have as a motor. The screw here was pretty loose actually. So it is good, I will be able to clean really everything. This part is now free to come off. A lot of dust as you can expect from something which is inside. So tune model numbers with or without ODA, whatever it means. Of course it is written in French because it is a French made part. No shortage of plastic in France, as you can see. So, okay, we have this assembly that seems it will not go apart any further without. Yes, this might be welded anyways for water tightness. So I can see the shape here. We have a motor inside. Model number for you, that code, and are made in China, assembled in China more exactly. So yes, it looks like we have a motor here in the other direction, and probably a warm drive that will turn this whole thing here. And it is all secure by a big metal clip. Interesting. So here it is, and now I guess we are done with this teardown. When I have finally removed, so can I undo the tubing just for the hell of it. I will undo the two big torque screws here. No real need, but for the completeness of the teardown, yes. And now I can try to pop out the 2 remaining clips. Oops. Little piece of foam here you can see for soon installation maybe. This one actually will be quite pain to undo because it is very long. Okay. Okay, here we are. Everything is coming apart. We have the bottom, this plastic piece. We have this piece of foam, and we have this with the wire harness that should be able to unroot completely after removing the piece of foam here. I need to zoom out a little bit. Okay. Okay, so it is really nice. I am happy because I managed to take apart everything. Reassembly should be the exact reverse order, and quite a lot of pieces. Let me count them. So my count is 14 pieces, not including the screws. Okay, so I hope it was interesting and entertaining. As you can see, at first glance it seemed to be really difficult to take apart, but really no big issue, even for this weird assembly here, that was possible to pop out easily, and everything should be able to come back together pretty well. I will test the motors, and if they seem to be good, I will probably sell it on eBay because everything seems to be working, except maybe for the heating element here I need to test further. But apart from this, really quite a good interesting teardown. It is fun to play with something a little bit different and with no idea of how to proceed, and finally find the way out and success. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.